You with a brand new video, and today we're going to be discussing Heavy Dust Storm, which is a card coming out of Code of the Duelist, and I think this is going to be one of the most important trap cards in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! Next to cards like Bottomless Trap Hole and Solemn Strike and Dimensional Barrier. This card you might actually see being played. You might see it in the main deck if it becomes a problem. If back row becomes a too prevalent and it becomes a super huge problem, but we will see. But this card is definitely useful. It's going to be very good. Still, it's a very simple card. It's a trap card, like I said. It's a trap card, and it has only one effect, and the effect is, again, is very simple. But you cannot conduct your battle phase during the turn that you activate this card. That part is actually relatively almost irrelevant. The only time that you probably would want to activate this card during your turn is when your opponent flips cards up during your turn. For example, like Floodgates, like Vanity's Emptiness, Necro Valley, or Anti-Spell Fragrance, or Imperial Order. Now, but I think the cost of that is kind of worth it, because you get to target up to two spell and trap cards you're on the field and then destroy those cards. The reason why I say this is that part is largely irrelevant is because during most cases, if you're getting rid of Imperial Order and another card, you might actually just be okay to survive that turn. All you gotta do is just have a survivable board that will keep you lasting until the next turn. I don't think it's and hopefully Code of the Duelist and the new Link format will kind of slow things down to the point where this card is also really relevant to get rid of your opponent's other back rows as well. That is largely important. I think the only thing that could have made this card much better is if the cards that you targeted couldn't be activated, kind of like Night Beam did, where you targeted a card face down and then it wouldn't be able to be activated. That would be fine. I think that would be an interesting outlook on a card effect. This card is also going to be very prevalent in what it does, and when it blows up two back rows. It's also kind of, I wouldn't say it replaces Twin Twister entirely, but in the current state of the game, until Imperial Order I think gets banned, or Anti-Spell Fragrance gets limited or banned, we will definitely see this card see side decked, if not main decked. And most of the time, if you activate this during your opponent's turn, the battle phase effect is kind of irrelevant. But I think it's a very good card, and I think it's going to be one of the cards that you're going to be seeing a lot of. And I'm honestly anticipating it being a secret rare in the TCG, honestly. If they make it a super rare, like they did Twin Twister, that would be absolutely insane. But anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this card in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Team Metamorphose, and I will be signing off.